Thursday, August 13, 2026. I'd like to welcome everyone to the Delaware County Board of Commissioners meeting. If you would rise and join me in the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you. I'm Jeff Benton, President of the Board this year. To my right is Vice President, fellow Commissioner Gary Merrill. To my left, fellow Commissioner Bob Lewis, our Administrator Tracy Davies, Deputy Administrator Don Houston, our other Deputy Administrator and General Counsel is in the audience, Eric Postedler, Kathy Melvin, and Jennifer Walraven, our clerks. We can begin.
Resolution number 26-573, in the matter of approving the electronic record of proceedings for a regular meeting held August 10th, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 26-573. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
For public comment today, we have Mr. Mitchell signed up.
Okay.
Morning, Commissioners. So it's come to my attention, I've had a lot of people reach out to me on Facebook, YouTube. A lot of people can't make it to this meeting, which, you know, is 9:30 on Mondays and Thursdays, so most people work. Was wondering if we could maybe get you to turn on public comment on YouTube. That way you guys could get feedback from the citizens and actually know what people think about what you're doing up here. Then, next thing I had was, got another question for you. I know you guys don't like to answer questions, so this one's pretty simple. Have you guys been overseeing other public offices since you've been in office? Like making sure they're complying with laws and the county's operating properly? Just a yes or no. You can shake your head yes, shake your head no. You can't answer the most basic question about your job, huh? Seems really weird, guys. I don't think y'all should be up there if you can't just say, yes, we're complying with the law. We're doing our job. And if you can't answer that without implicating yourselves, why are you here? Can you answer that question? No, nothing? Awful strange. Mr. Merrill, you seem upset. You were talking about my boy the other day. We don't gotta really get into that too much, but what did you think you could tell him that you couldn't tell everybody here in the public right now? You can't answer that question either. Even if he was in there with his mother, do you think you could tell him something you couldn't tell me? Apparently you did. I guess not. Also, there's one other thing. Let me think if I remember here. Guess I'll just stand here for the other minute and give you guys a chance to answer those simple questions. So you got time to chit-chat about everything else in all the other meetings. You think you'd just be able to say, yeah, we're complying with the law, or no, we're not doing our job. And if you can't answer that, I think we're all adults here, and honestly, I think the officers should arrest you. I believe I have the right to arrest you in Ohio if I believe you committed a felony, which I think we have evidence you've all committed felonies. I think the officers are actually violating my rights by being here because I don't feel safe arresting you. To be 100% honest, if we're going by Ohio law, which you guys don't seem to care about at all, or the Constitution, or any laws for that matter, and, you know, maybe you just turn on public comment and see what other people think. Because I think a lot of other people think that same thing. Yet you guys still show up every day, collecting a paycheck, doing what you're doing, not answering questions, not doing your job. That's probably all I have to say. Still can't answer, still can't just nod your head, Mr. Merrill. No, not doing your job. Yes, I'm doing my job. This is exactly why there's a lawsuit, actually. The exact reason. Because you can't answer if you're doing your job without implicating yourselves in another crime. Thank you. Appreciate your time.
All right, Jennifer, let's
Item
continue.
number 3, resolution number 26-574, in the matter of approving purchase orders and announced certificates and payments of warrants in batch number CM APR 0812.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 26-574. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 26-575, in the matter of setting date, time, and place for the final hearing by the Commissioners for the proposed Davis number 240 watershed drainage improvement.
So moved. I'm sorry, second.
Discussion, Vote.
Vote on motion 26-575. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 26-576, in the matter of setting date, time, and place for a viewing and public hearing for consideration of the drainage improvement petition for the Olive Green Condonate Watershed filed by Isaac and Margaret Marr, Joseph and Kathleen Altira, and others.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Vote.
Vote on motion 26-576. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 26-577, in the matter of setting date, time, and place for the final hearing by the Commissioners for the proposed V-Not number 23 watershed drainage improvement.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Vote.
Vote on motion 26-577. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 26-578, in the matter of approving a quote with Tri-Hedral Incorporated for SCADA software licenses and support services.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Morning, Commissioners. Eric McPeak, Deputy Director of Operations for the Regional Sewer District. This contract is a 5-year agreement for license and support of the SCADA software that we use at our treatment plants to monitor and control them. We normally do annual agreements. We're able to work out a deal where we have a 5-year agreement where we lock in the annual licensing fee, and by paying up front, we also get a reduction in the total fee of $11,000. Seeking approval of questions.
We've been using them for a while.
Yes, we basically standardized on this platform about a decade ago after a lot of search and looking around at some different, there's not a whole lot of companies, there's probably like 3 or 4 in the country that can handle what we do. This is one of them. They've provided great service for us so far.
Okay. Any other questions or comments?
Nope.
Vote, please.
Vote on motion 26-578. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 26-579, in the matter of approving a professional services agreement with Burns and McDonald Engineering Company Incorporated for services related to the Retreat Sanitary Sewer Rehabilitation Project.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
This is engineering services to evaluate and propose rehabilitation for the Retreat subdivision right off 315 just north of Powell Road. They're going to evaluate approximately 42,000 feet of linear pipe that was installed in the late 70s, early 80s of truss pipe. We've done flow monitoring and hydraulic monitoring, and we see a lot of I&I adding a lot of water, rainwater, groundwater to the sewer that doesn't need to come in. So we're going to evaluate that in this phase. The first phase for the evaluation is, the fee is $83,250. Subsequent phases will lead to full design, bidding, and then construction for the rehab.
Okay.
What about timing on this project, Eric?
This phase will take about 3 months, and then once we kind of see what the extent of the work is, we can start laying out a plan, either to continue with them for design, to bring on a different designer, things like that, and move into construction. So depending on the rehab that needs to take place, it could be 1 to 2 years out before that's complete, maybe a little bit more.
Okay.
How large is that subdivision?
It's fairly large. I haven't looked at a map of it in a while, but it's pretty decent. It's one of the older subdivisions in Powell.
Right.
Yeah, the lots are a little larger,
Yeah.
Right, right.
but it's yeah, over 8 or 9 miles of sewer in there. So it's, it's
Pretty
not small
big.
by any means.
Yeah, yeah. Pretty close to OECC.
It is. It's very
It's
close.
right across
Yes.
the street
Yeah.
almost, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and this is one of the first major subdivisions in
Yeah.
Delaware County. This was kind of the beginning of the current growth spurt that we've had for the last few decades. So
Right.
It's an older subdivision, very nice subdivision, too.
It is.
Yeah.
Not
absolutely.
surprised, it needs maintenance.
Yeah, and the type
Yeah.
of pipe that was being installed back then, this truss pipe, it's we've seen in areas with it that are having the same kind of issues over 40 years being installed, 50 years. So
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Further questions or comments? Vote please, Jennifer.
Vote on motion 26-579. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 26-580, in the matter of approving a memorandum of agreement and conveyance of sanitary sewers with the State of Ohio Department of Transportation.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
this is a governmental agreement with ODOT to provide sewer to their 2
Rest areas.
Rest
stops.
areas. I couldn't think of the word, thank you. The two rest areas there on 71. They've had pump stations that they've decommissioned now that sewer is nearby, so they're going to provide gravity run. And this is an agreement. It's similar to our subdividers agreement, but it's something that they can approve as well. All of our, most of our requirements and fees, all the fees still apply.
Okay. Yeah, this is along 71, just south of the new interchange.
Yes.
Yeah, and they've been working on that for some time, so those would be really
Yeah,
nice,
it's been a
really
while.
nice rest areas to add to the county.
Yep.
Other questions or comments? Vote please, Jennifer.
Vote on motion 26-580. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Here, before you walk away, we were privileged to attend the ribbon cutting Monday. I thought it went exceptionally well. The tour I found very enlightening, and you and I spoke during that tour for a little bit. And I don't know if you want to make any kind of comments about just what occurred, how we got to where we got for the ribbon cutting.
Yeah, sure. It's been a 7-year process, I think, since we did the original evaluation. Again, thank you to all the commissioners, county administrator, former county administrator for all the support during this. We were able to do an alternative delivery contract, which we've done several of there's different kinds, but it helps us to streamline purchasing during the construction and design, which during COVID, with the skyrocketing prices, the delay in equipment, we were actually able to control costs. And as you saw, there was $12 million overall savings for that project, and we added a bunch of stuff in. So it's been a great learning experience for our staff. We really appreciate the support from everybody up here and all the hard work that our staff did, and we really have a great product and a lot of new equipment that we've been learning and figured out how to learn, and we're excited about just continuing to keep that facility up in a good shape as it is today.
Yeah.
And
Boy,
just-
yeah, and all the work that you had to do, I didn't realize until Jason went through some of the things that you had to do before on the old plant.
Yeah, it was a very manual process, and when you have that,
Gosh.
it takes time to understand what the changes you made have done to the biological process. It creates lags in decision-making. So now we have relatively instantaneous data that we can evaluate and make changes, and just actually, I think we're working more on actually treating the water than just keeping the plant going, which is, I think, was the story before this. So.
Yeah. Oh,
Well,
boy.
the plant was getting a little old and was ready for the updates, and managing the operation and making those changes. I'm certain was a big challenge, but
Yeah.
you, Eric, Jason, Marshall, and all the people, staff out there who played a role in that, of course, Tiffany.
Yep.
My accolades, and thank you for all that you guys did in getting it where we are.
Well, we all appreciate it. There was a lot of folks who had a lot of sleepless nights during that, being out on site when different things would happen during the construction. And yeah, we're glad it's over for sure. So
Yeah, it was a nice day how the rain held off,
The
so we
rain,
could
yeah,
have
that's
our
right.
ribbon cutting just long
Worked out.
enough.
It held off, yeah, just long
Yeah,
enough.
'cause
That's
it came
about
back.
it. Yeah.
Again, this is an example of a visionary investment. This facility is, depending on which iteration you look at, it's 50-some years old, and or almost 50 years old. But I mean, it's just it needed to be rehabbed. We did it. Now it's set up for decades to provide additional services for the area they cover, and that's great. Good.
absolutely.
So thank you for all your leadership, and Tiffany, Tracy, Eric.
I
I
was
mean,
just
everybody.
going to say, our administrator.
The team, your team there just did an outstanding job. So that
Not
was
only current users, but prepares us for future growth.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all
There's a
that
lot
there.
more growth in
Oh,
that
yes.
area coming. So again, appreciate the tour. Learned a lot.
Well, good. Thank you for coming down, and we appreciate you all also. So
Yeah.
thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, you're welcome, thank
And like the
you.
peanut butter cookies at the end.
That's right.
That's really good. So, thanks, Eric.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see. Jennifer? We
Item
got
number
one more
10.
item?
Resolution number 26-581, in the matter of approving amendment number 1 to a professional consulting services agreement with Pizzuti Solutions LLC for the Social Services Administration Facility Project.
So moved.
Second?
Discussion?
Good morning, Commissioners. Dawn Houston, Deputy Administrator, and I'm recommending your approval of this resolution today. As you know, we entered into an agreement with Pizzuti Solutions back in April of 2024, and that agreement indicated that if the months of the project would extend, which they have, from 36 to 44 months. That is included in Exhibit B of this resolution to extend the time period for which Pizzuti will be working with us. And then also the fee for service is also changing due to the increase in the project costs by 10% or more. That was in the original agreement, indicating that Pizzuti's fee would be increased by 4%. So if you have any other questions, I would be happy to answer them for you.
I know you've been pleased with their work.
We have, yes. They have done an amazing job as the owner's rep for us with this project. And I've probably said they're worth their weight in gold, honestly. We've been very, very happy with their work and the assistance that they've provided all of us, including the departments that will be housed in the new building.
Yeah,
Well, in the conclusion of this project, we all look forward to
yeah.
fall next year.
Yes.
And I think something may get lost in translation a little bit. We started out with 3 departments that are going to move out there. We added veteran services, so that should be factored into the calculation as well. So I think we kind of forget that
right.
because it kind of come up after the fact, so I just thought I'd make that observation.
Yeah, thank you for mentioning that. Definitely.
Yeah, it'll be, for all the reasons we've talked about, it'll be a great facility for the 4 agencies that will locate there and their clients. Any other questions or comments? Vote, Jennifer, please.
Vote on motion 26-581. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
That brings us to administrator reports.
Nothing today, thank you. Nothing, thank you.
Eric? Mr. Merrill?
I have no, oh, wait, I do have a couple things. We had our 911 board meeting this week, and it went fairly quickly, uneventful. And in Morpsey today, there will be a discussion about the data centers that'll occur at noon, and I plan on continuing that. I believe you are as well.
Right.
So,
Yeah, there's a lot going on with data centers, so I'm anxious to hear the latest as it evolves. Mr. Lewis?
Yes, nothing from this end.
Okay. The 2 topics I had have been covered, so that's it. Are we going to do executive session? Jennifer?
I do not have anything marked.
Nothing? Eric, nothing? Okay. All right, with no further business, we are